What began as a peaceful protest ended in violence, with 4 dead and 50 injured in السليمانيه, northern Iraq. The protest began at 2 p.m. Thursday. As thousands gathered, cries of freedom, change and go Barzani rang through the streets. Crowds held up bread, signs reading "Game over" and "Go before it is too late", and pictures of Mubarak fleeing amid a hail of shoes. One man screamed to the crowd, saying revolutions of Tunisia and Egypt have been successful and we will succeed. This was met by cheers and more chanting from the crowd that began to move through the streets.
This year, and especially with the 2011, we can call it the year of the revolution in Arab countries, and also we are in Iraq. We just recently have gone our dictatorship system, and we are in Kurdistan. In Egypt, only 30 years of Hosni Mubarak's regime. After that, they go down. We are, as a Kurdish people, 20 years. Enough. 20 years of dictatorship. Enough.
The peaceful protest began to escalate as the main crowd reached the headquarters of the Kurdish Democratic Party, headed by Masoud Barzani. Breaking the sidewalk apart, protesters began pelting soldiers guarding the building with concrete blocks, breaking windows and destroying fences nearby. When the crowd began ramming the gates of the Kurdish Democratic Party headquarters, soldiers opened fire. The spokesman of the Patriotic Union of Kurdistan, or PUK, recently spoke to Press TV, saying he did not believe السليمانيه would see a repeat of the protests in Egypt.
In Cairo there was no freedom, but here we have 1,400 TV stations, newspapers and radio programs. People have freedom to protest and to say anything against the government. This is the opposite of Egypt.
What is freedom? They reply to our freedom with a gun and shooting.
Crowds complained of what they called widespread corruption, unemployment and lack of basic services.
The KDP are fighting their own people. These dictators like Barzani must fall.
Down with dictators like Barzani.
Shots have continued to ring out through the evening, and although police, KDP soldiers and the anti-terror squad have moved in to guard the area, the crowds continue to chant and throw stones from the sidelines. Similar protests also took place in the region's capital, Erbil. As the violence continues, it seems the seeds of revolution have been sown throughout the region, and the crowds here today say they won't stop until there's change. Tracy Shelton, Press TV, السليمانيه, Iraq.